Peace and greetings, my people. Welcome to another video, and today game is going to be Pirates versus Magesi, which is a Betway league match. And without wasting any time, let's just get into the action. So the first action of the game is we see I highlighted Mofokeng and Apolis in the game, and I wanted to pay attention to their movement, because their movement caused a lot of problems for Magesi. And from the formation, from reading the formation, Pirates started with 4-2-3-1 with Mofokeng behind the striker, which was Mbuthuma. But straight away you can see that there's a rotation. If you check the time as well, it's like this is like 1 minute into the game and already the rotation has started. So we have Mofokeng, who's playing narrow in the half space, left hand half space, and then we have Apolis, who usually plays on the left, but this time around he's the one playing as the number 10 behind the striker. So I want you to pay attention to their movement as to how they create the space, you know. So as I've said, we saw Mofokeng starting very narrow, you know, as for a winger. You know, he starts in the half space, leaving this space open, and as you can see here, he's running into the space. This number 4 is the center back, and him chasing Mofokeng into this area is opening the up space for Apolis here. And you can see Apolis, even though this guy is marking Apolis, he's the Magesi player is wrong side of Apolis, you know. And you'll see what I mean by his wrong side, you know, because Apolis is still able to get the ball, and then they're able to play, and then they're able to create a chance because of the movement they had. Obviously their finishing could have been better, but straight away you can tell that, okay, that left hand side is going to be a problem. That's where the most of the problems came from. So yeah, and onto the another action here is this is the build up to the Pirates goal, and we'll take a look at how. So here I want us to take a look at the movement. You saw from the previous action that Apolis was the one who was central, and right now if you can check, Mofokeng is the one who is central and Apolis is the one out wide. So the constant rotation, it confuses the defense on who is to mark, and like this constant movement, like for defense to be able to cope with this, they have to have like maximum focus, and the communication has to be spot on, you know. Because if you are used to mark, let's say you are assigned Mofokeng as the start of the match, it's like the coach tells you that you have to mark Mofokeng because he's the one who will be playing the number 10, right? But then time and again you find Mofokeng on the left hand side, and then like, so you become confused as time goes on. You become confused. But as you can see here, the rotation is Mofokeng is now the player in the center, and Apolis is the one out wide, and we'll see how the rotation helps in creating the goal, you know. Just simple movements and then a cut back, and then it's a goal, you know. Just simple movements, you know, and that's it. And like I said, that left hand side, the movement from the left hand side is what created the goal, and you can see that that's where the danger is for Pirates. And they've been like using that left hand side, like from the first minute. If you watch the game, like from the first minute, they've been using that left hand side and they found joy. Onto another action. of the match. And here it's another action. We're trying to explain it how Pirates structure, and in the structure we can see that it's they're building up with two center backs, and the full backs are in line with the double pivot, and you can see they have a box midfield in the center. They have created a box where the double pivot is Makaula and Mbata, and then the two number 10s, it's Muremi who's tucking in from the right hand side, and then we have Mofokeng who's in the half space, and then we have Apolis on the left. And as you can see, the rotation is there again. Mofokeng is the one occupying the half space, and the advantage the box shape brings is that you have more players in the center, so the numerical advantage in the center allows you to progress the ball much easier when you have 4 players around each other, and most of the time teams play a 4-3-3, so there's 3 midfielders, 3 against 4. So based on the numbers, Pirates have an advantage, and let's see how they progress the ball and use the box midfield to create chances. They're being patient, playing the ball, moving it around, trying to find the space to play to. Being patient. There's no space, we recycle the ball, and now the spaces are there, dropping into the space, 1-2 touches, and then it's a beautiful goal, man. You can see, man, like the movement, how they play, being intentional, trying to go through the center. The center is where the danger is, because that's where they have most of their players. So onto another action, and this is the second half here, and because of how Pirates play, they've isolated Muremi on the right hand side on a 1v1, because look at all the players here. So obviously Magesi players will follow all the Pirates players here, and then a quick switch of the ball, and then Muremi is one-on-one with the defender, and then let's see the decision he makes. Gets in one-on-one with the defender, takes him on, and then here look at the angle he's in, and for whatever reason he chooses to make the wrong decision. Like, this angle here is gonna be very difficult for you to score at this angle, especially scoring with your weaker foot. Muremi is left-footed, and he's shooting with a weaker foot here and trying to beat Chipezeze in this angle. Chipezeze is not just any goalkeeper. Chipezeze is a very good goalkeeper. So the angle is against him here, and look at how many players he could have crossed the ball here so that to score. And these are the small decisions that separate a team winning a league and not winning the league. Imagine if Pirates got this exact same chance against Sukukuni. The game is 0-0, and you get this chance and you try to go for glory. These are the scenarios that separate a team from winning the league. Dropping points and whatnot. So these are the things that Pirate players need to improve on. You don't have to be selfish at all times. And we have another action here, and again there's an isolation on the right hand side, which this time around it's Sibelebele, and another pass again from Apolis, and again Sibelebele as well. Look at the angle, and look at the distance he's in. For you to beat Chipezeze at this angle, you're gonna have to it has to be a great strike. The technique has to be there. And again, look at that. The better option was to cross to Muremi, but Pirate players, I don't know why, man. Like, I think all of them, they want to like have an impact on the game, and sometimes like I guess when you have forward players, you want your forward players to be a little bit selfish. You want them to score goals, but sometimes you have to take the better decision for the team and cross the ball, man. Like I said, man, these are the chances that separate a team from winning a league and not winning a league. Like, if you remember CM, when Pirates played against Sundowns, basically it was the same scenario where you have to cross the ball and the team wins the game. But because I don't know, players, like, I don't know what it is. I'm not trying to, like, let me not even speculate what it is, but players chooses the wrong option, like cross the ball and then it's easy tap in. And like I say, these are the games that people for like remember, and like how you gonna win the league. This is how you win the league, is by when you get these type of chances, you bury them. Like, especially like that game against Kukuni, like Sundowns, when they played against Kukuni, they won 2-0, and they got their chances at the end of the game, and they took those chances. The game ended up in 2-0, but like Kukuni were defending the whole game, basically what they did against Pirates. But the difference between a champion, like being a champion, is those small stuff. But yeah, I guess like maybe they'll look back at this and try to improve on it. Yeah, and that's the end of the video. Let's continue the conversation in the comment section, and hope you can like the video and subscribe, and tell me what you think, what you thought of the game, the stuff you saw, the technical battles you saw, players that you saw. Drop the man of the match. And yeah, thank you for watching. See you next time. Peace.